Hello. Today I'm going to build a wood stove out of one of those propane tanks and give you a little idea of what I've been doing here, how I'm going to do it. A lot of videos on YouTube about this, but it might be interesting. Let's take a look here. Okay, first of all, I took an old piece of rusted up angle iron and I cut 45s in it with my chop saw and made the square frame. I saw a video on YouTube where a guy built it with a square door in the front, and I liked that the best. He said 8-inch diameter, and I thought, well, I'm losing room here with the inch on the inside here, so I figured I'll cut that, make it bigger, and almost made it too big. You can see I set it down here on the top here upside down, and I took a pen and eyeballed it and drew my lines. So this is a old propane tank that I was going to make a gas forge out of it. You see my scraggly kitty, that stray, come in. She's starting to get fattened up though. I think it's an old Tom with all beat up ears. I'm too soft. I like to feed them. Anyway, I'm working with a Miller, one of the little 211s, one of the most popular MIG welders, and they're affordable enough. I mean, they're not cheap, but if you're going to get a welder, you have to spend something. Then I bought a new hypotherm plasma cutter. I'm going to give that a try today. It's the 45. And basically the tools I need: the welder, plasma cutter, or oxyacetylene, and then I've got my chop saw there. I needed that, and my good old vise. I got this from my brother for, I think, $15. Cleaned it up, made a little stand for it. This is, I'll tell you, the old blacksmith vices. This is my favorite vise. I use it for everything. Putting the angle iron in there and grinding some of the old rust off. Oh God, you guys don't ever throw anything away if it has rust on it. It doesn't hurt nothing. It just get a good wire wheel and grind it off. Okay, I'm probably making you dizzy here. I'm going to go ahead and cut the top out of this with the plasma cutter. I won't be able to film it, but here we go. Well, here we are. You can probably see that I got quite a big gap around that thing. I'm going to have to try to fill it with weld, I guess. And I set it down in. It's set in there. Big gaps. But, you know, as many mistakes as I make all the time, you get real good at covering them up. I got the idea anyway. The other guy did a lot better than this. Anyway, I hope you guys can follow along with this. I'll try my best. Okay, bye. Okay, I'm back. I welded up the door. All those gaps that were in it, they're all filled. I always wondered why in school they start you out by laying beads one over another, and I understand why now. It's so you can fix your mistakes. And I got a lot of welding. I built the bead out, and then I went over it multiple passes. It should do pretty good now. It's still pretty hot. You can see those welds there. They're not too bad. I didn't want it to be weak in that area and come apart. A lot on the corners. But I got that extra inch out of it. I wanted another inch bigger on that door. And you can see it just about over the edges, but I think it'll be okay. It's going to make a nice little stove. I welded up actually I cut out a half-inch plate, put it on the top here. It's about 8 inches, and welded around it, filled that. You can see I got the door pretty good around here. Big old gap was on there. Put a handle on the door, made some makeshift hinges out of some old stuff that I had around. Had some pins, I put those in there and welded the other ends. It's a little bit sloppy, but I had this wire basket, I welded that to the handle, and it opens up pretty good. You can see inside, maybe. I just want to have plenty of room to put the wood in it. So I just welded the end of this pin here. If I want to, I can cut it off later if I have to change it or anything. It shouldn't wear out very fast. And I put a little stop right here, so that handle, when you open the door, it doesn't fall clear on down here and get in your way. What I'm going to do is cut a hole right here and put a threaded 3-inch piece here with a cap on it and cut slots in it. I'll show you how that goes later, so I can get some air in it. I'd rather have it on the bottom, but I kind of ran out of room. Yeah, that'll be a good little cook plate. And then back here, after I get the pipe on it, the connection for the pipe, I'm going to put a plate right here to set the coffee pot. When it's done cooking, I'll raise that up just a speck. But that's a little stove, and I think it's turned out all right. I'll build some legs for it too. I'm not going too fast today. I'm just kind of slow. I'd cut both ends out of this. I was going to make a forge, and decided I'm not going to ever do that. So anyway, this is the way it looks so far. Just a barrel with a door on it and a cook plate. It might give somebody some ideas anyway. Okay, I got the stove done, and it's day 4. I missed day 3. I actually did a few things on it, but pretty hectic day before Christmas. I'll show it to you here. Okay, I put some paint on it, put the stack on there, and put a 1/2-inch shelf on the stack. I figure that'll get hot enough to set the coffee pot when it's done. The 1/2-inch plate here and a hole cut underneath. And then I've put some handles on it so it can be moved easy. It just sets on this stand, the angle iron right on there, and you can lift it off. And the stand's kind of hokey, but it'll work. And for the air vent, I took this and put a stainless steel bolt, welded it in here, and cut off a little piece of about a 1-inch piece of pipe, put on there. I welded a piece across your 1/2-inch plate, and I welded the nut to the back of it, drilled a 7/8 inch hole here. This is a 5/8 inch stainless steel bolt, and you can see that's not very uniform, but it'll work for this. I wanted a nice seal here, and it seals up real good. Goes in good. I figure stainless is never going to rust, so that's better on this. And it closes off completely. And I got a 1/2-inch plate here. It lays in the bottom of the stove. That should help save the bottom from the acids and stuff. But yeah, that's it. This should work. You can cook coffee on it and set it coffee pot up on the little warmer. And I didn't do a whole lot else. I just got the stand made and the pipe on it. Oh, one more thing I put on it on the back here, right down here. I put a, if you can see this, welded a big old pipe there and a cap on it so you can have it for a clean out. So you just push the ash, take that plate out of the inside, and then push your ashes to the back and put a bucket under it, and you just don't want to put this on too tight, because the heat, I'm thinking, because it's tapered threads on that pipe threads, it might expand and make it so you can't get that cap off. You always put a pipe wrench on it though. Yeah, the stove lifts right off that stand. Yeah, that's kind of cute. And this door works good. Kind of dark in there, you can't see in it. But anyway, if this gives somebody some ideas, I'm glad. The handle is a good idea, because if you want to lift it off that stand or move it or something, which I'm going to have to do, I have to take it out to my sister's, and a little gift for her for Christmas. Alright, bye. Well, we got the little stove hooked up. Gotta just to put the pipe up all rinky-dink on here for right now. Christmas Day and everything closed, so I can't get any parts or anything. But yeah, we got coffee on there. Got a nice little fire going in it. I'm filming this with my iPad, not really the ideal thing. But yeah, and it's warm. It's froze out last night. There's still ice in the little pond thing right back here behind it. I got the damper turned down quite a ways on it, and it's keeping it good and hot. You see there. Yep. Yeah, it's a good little stove. And that plate on top works real good. It keeps the coffee hot. So, alright, well that's it. You see it in operation. Okay, we got the coffee perking. You can see her going there. Yeah. On the old propane tank. And it smells good too.